AI. The advancement in human technology will be impacting our lives over the next hundreds of years. From robotics to medicine to our everyday phone usage, artificial intelligence has taken center stage. Internet 2.0, finally.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into the wonderful world of you. Okay, not you, but the wonderful world of AI hypocrisy. You know, that thing where we build robots to be super smart, but then act like they're stealing our homework. Let's dive in. So we sold this image of AI as this neutral, objective, problem-solving force. It's going to cure diseases, optimize everything, and basically make our lives an utopia. But like every good sitcom, there is always a plot twist. So what exactly do I mean by hypocrisy? Well, let's break it down into a few key areas and try not to laugh too hard about the ridiculousness. First up, data bias. We're constantly told that AI is only as good as the data is trained on, but who creates that data and what biases are baked in? In 2023, Amnesty International featured a report tied to racial bias in facial recognition algorithms. And in this report, it was discovered that the inability of facial recognition to efficiently identify darker skin tones is due to the indiversity of the data used to train these models. And it's not just the AI itself that's biased, sometimes it's the people using it. AI companies heavily invested in AI development sometimes ban their employees from using some tools for internal work. In 2023, Apple banned the use of AI by employees. Come 2024, Apple is collaborating with OpenAI for Apple Intelligence, discarding the privacy concerns they initially had. Weird, right? But even more weird are professors who leverage AI to make their task easier, regardless it's for research or to mark their student, but penalize students for doing the exact same thing. There's a lot to unpack in this one. Since the advent of ChatGPT in 2022, academic circles have struggled with integrating and allowing the use of AI in educational research and assignment. While some universities have designed guidelines for fair use, some have totally prohibited the use of AI by students. Even when these AI policies are in place, are they limited to only students or the entire faculty? A question begging to be asked. We also have recruiters who use AI-powered tools to sift through resumes, throw out resumes that were created with AI assistance. It's a rule for D, not for me situation. It's just like a chef who uses a food processor who yells at you for using the blender. Next, let's talk about the costs to the environment. AI training and operations require massive amount of energy. We're talking huge data centers running 24/7, consuming vast amounts of electricity. It's like trying to put out a fire with a flamethrower. The impact of running these massive data centers could be grouped into three major impacts for the environment. The first one is electricity production. Do you know that electricity production accounts for 30% of global emissions? Also, a lot of these data centers use water as their cooling mechanism. Water is one of the scarce resources we have, even though we have oceans and all that, but drinking water is very scarce, and using the water for cooling could actually have a strain on local water resources. Lastly, the disposal of this hardware, if not properly done, could actually release toxins to the environment, which could affect all living organisms around. In 2024, CNN Business published a story about Google's greenhouse gas emissions increasing drastically because of AI. With Google's rush to incorporate AI into all its core products, it had faced the problem of increased greenhouse gas emissions. Google has faced a 48% increase in these emissions in the past 5 years. The situation is so dire that Google is calling its goal to reach zero emissions in 2030 extremely ambitious. As much as Google is struggling to reduce this concern, the fact that as you have more AI advancement and needs, you will require more energy is a fact that cannot be changed. In this publication, it was also stated that the difference between energy usage needed for a ChatGPT request compared to that of a Google search query is about 866% more. That is crazy. We keep pushing for AI-powered solutions to climate change, but the very process of developing and running those solutions is contributing to the problem. We want AI to save the planet, but are we willing to pay the environmental price? It's like going on a diet but only eating deep-fried vegetables. What a diet. Then there is the looming issue of job displacement. We are told AI will create new jobs, but what about the millions of jobs it's predicted to replace? Just imagine telling a dinosaur that the meteorite that wiped them out was coming to create jobs in the fossil industry. In a 2020 publication by the World Economic Forum titled Recession and Automation Changes Our Future of Work, but there are jobs coming, it is stated that the workforce is automating faster than expected, displacing 85 million jobs in the next 5 years. It also goes on to say the robots revolution will create 97 million new jobs, but communities most at risk must be supported by businesses and government. By the year 2025, analytic thinking, creativity, flexibility are among the top skills needed, with data and artificial intelligence, content creation, and cloud computing the top emerging professions. I would like to hear your thoughts about this. We praise AI for its efficiency, but are we prepared for the social and economic consequences of mass unemployment? We want AI to boost productivity, but are we creating a system where only a select few benefit? And this hypocrisy extends to the workplace. We see companies automating tasks while simultaneously discouraging employees from using AI to enhance their own productivity and skills. It's like they want the benefit of AI-driven efficiency, but they don't want to empower their workforce with the same tools. Just think about it like a gym trainer who is on steroids, but is lecturing you about using natural supplements. Sad. Finally, let's touch on the lack of clear ethical guidelines and regulations for AI. We're developing AI at an incredible pace, but are we thinking about the potential consequences? AI has now become a tool for a lot of illegal activities, from AI image generation scams to deepfakes to illegal weapon systems to privacy violations. Most of this situation is because we have no international AI regulations. There's always been a debate also about open source AI versus proprietary models. There's always going to be an argument for universal AI literacy, and in several chapters and several quarters there are discussions about the potential for AI to increase the existing inequalities. Even with all this, we have to acknowledge organizations and groups that are helping shape the ethics and rules of AI currently. In general, we want AI to be a force for good, but are we giving it the moral compass it needs? We are building powerful tools without fully understanding their implications, and this selective access and restriction of AI raises serious ethical questions. If AI is going to reshape our society, shouldn't everyone have a fair chance to use it and understand it? We can't have a future where AI is a tool only for the elite. Having said all that, so what is the solution? I don't have all the answers, but I think we need to start having a more honest conversation about AI. We need to acknowledge and address data bias at first and stop acting like we're surprised when it happens. We need to prioritize sustainable AI development before we turn the planet into a giant server farm. We need to plan for economic impact of job displacement and maybe invest in robot therapy. We need to establish clear ethical guidelines and regulations before our smartphones become sentient and demand rights. We need to democratize AI access so everyone can experience the job again with a chatbot. So what do you guys think? Is this selective use of AI just another form of hypocrisy? How do we ensure that AI is a tool for everyone, not just a privileged few? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more thought-provoking content. Big shout out to our 2,100 subscribers. Remember, the future of AI is in our hands. That future is now. Let's make sure we build it responsibly and maybe teach those robots some good jokes. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.